We're learning that our channel has accessed the Jamiat Ulama-i-Hind's response over the government affidavit in the bulldozer matter. Remember, the Jamiat had earlier said that the Uttar Pradesh government was carrying out demolitions as a punitive measure by and as retribution for the alleged involvement of people in illegal acts, a measure consequently being adopted by other states as well. Now, the Jamiat has also said that statements being made by high-ranked public officials of the state, such as the Chief Minister in the present case, advocating demolition of properties as punishment for alleged wrongdoers. So the Jamiat has raised and highlighted particular points. We now have this document with us. We have more details about it as we speak. The court is going to continue the hearing on the plea filed by the Jamiat-ul-Hind seeking to stop demolition in Uttar Pradesh. My colleague, our legal correspondent Ananya Bhatnagar, to bring us more details. Ananya, just for our audiences, if you could highlight what is the importance of the document that we're bringing in front of our audiences right now. Tell us more background context for the story, please.
Oh yes, remember that the Jamiat Ulama-i-Hind had approached, in fact filed an intervention application before the topmost court of the country, that is the Supreme Court, with regards to demolitions that have been conducted in the state of Uttar Pradesh, whether it's in the aftermath of the Kanpur violence or otherwise. So what the Jamiat had said in its petition is that it is a kind of a punitive action being taken against those who were involved in the cases of violence or rioting in the state of Uttar Pradesh. And in fact, the UP government had also filed a response to this, clearly saying that the demolition activities are being carried out within the line of the law, and nothing is unconstitutional. In fact, it also said that notices have been issued before conducting such demolitions. And now this document, this particular counter affidavit or a rejoinder that has been filed by the Jamiat Ulama-i-Hind, is in response to the response that's been given out by the Uttar Pradesh government, wherein the Jamiat clearly says that the UP government is carrying out said demolitions as a punitive measure by retribution for the alleged involvement of person in illegal acts, a measure consequently being adopted by other states as well. In fact, it also goes on to say that the UP government has not denied the statements given out by the Chief Minister and other high-ranking functionaries of the government with regards to this bulldozer act being a punitive action for those who have been involved into such activities of violence or rioting. In fact, it also goes on to say that the UP government's act of using demolition as a punitive measure undermines the criminal jurisprudence of the country. So these are some of the points that have been highlighted by the Jamiat Ulama-i-Hind in its rejoinder that's been addressed before the topmost court of the country. The matter would be heard today by the Supreme Court, and we'll have to wait and watch as to what kind of arguments would be addressed. Because remember, when the last time the Supreme Court had heard this matter, it had clearly stated that there shall be no stay on the demolition activities, but what has to be done in accordance with law, and it had given a clear go-ahead to in fact the demolition activities that have been conducted. S.G. Tushar matter represents the Uttar Pradesh government along with Advocate Garima Prasad, who is the Additional Advocate General of Uttar Pradesh, while various advocates, including Mr. Sanjay Hegde, the senior advocate, appears for the Jamiat Ulama-i-Hind. So we'll have to wait and watch as to how these arguments are addressed, because remember that when such lawyers are on the either side of the dais, there is a heated argument that takes place, and we've seen it in the case of whether it's the all over India demolitions that's been taking place or whether it's the state of UP. There are heated arguments that have taken place in the court of law, and we'll have to wait and watch as to what happens next into this whole case.
All right, Ananya Bhatnagar, thank you so much for bringing us more of those updates. As my colleague just said, the Supreme Court will be taking a look at this case further in the day today. Good morning for all of our viewers. You're watching CNN News 18. My name is Toya Singh. It's 10 a.m. We're about to start the day with all of the country's top stories. Right now, though, I believe we are actually receiving some breaking news coming into us straight from